All right, so I'm gonna take you off real quick, and then I'm gonna come bring you back. Okay. What's up? What's up? What's up, good people? How are y'all doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Struggle to Strength podcast with your man, your boy, your cousin. I sound like my favorite artist, one of my favorite artists, Kirk Franklin. But I'm all of that. Your nephew, your favorite uncle, whatever you want to call me. I'm Pastor Tony Lee. I am your host. I thank God for you all tuning in once again. Look, before we go any further, y'all know what I'm about to ask y'all to do. If you haven't done it already, we need you to subscribe. We need you to follow us on all of our social media platforms. We need you to look up our nonprofit organization, which is the Thrive Family Initiative, doing big things, big things. I'm telling you, in Casa Grande, Arizona. I got a special show today. I got another great guest. Y'all know I'll be bringing y'all some great people with some great testimonies, and I'm here again with another one. So I want you to right now, wherever you're doing, wherever you're watching this, if you're listening to it on Thrive Family Radio, I want you to share this with somebody because you're about to be encouraged. You're about to be enlightened. You're about to be empowered through another powerful testimony through one of my guests. Listen, I'm telling you, I met this young lady a couple years ago. And ever since we've met her, she has been just an illumination, if you allow me to say, and me, not just my life, my wife's life as well. She has been to our church. She has been such a help instrument that God has used to help us establish what we're doing here in Arizona. I hear her mic, so it sounds like she is ready to go. I'm just going to bring her on because I'm telling y'all, she is a fireball for God. And I'm telling y'all got to meet her. I need everybody to put it in the chat wherever you're watching this from. Put some fire in the chat. Put some hand claps in the chat. Put some roses, whatever you're going to do. This is my girl, my sister from another mother. Her name is, I'm going to call her by her full name, Evangelist Maxine Henry. I need y'all to clap y'all hands wherever y'all at. If y'all are watching, where's she at? I gotta get her back. I gotta get her on here. Yeah, so y'all can see her. Can y'all see her? I see her name, but she about to come on in a minute. But she is here, y'all. Elder Max, start your video so they can see you. Let me bring you on. I was bringing you on. I might have to do my whole intro again because y'all gotta see her. All right, she about to come. She about to come. Y'all go see her. Y'all go see her. Y'all go see her. Uh-oh. It says X. Huh. I can hear you good, but wait a minute. Hold up. It should just be. No, you're fine. I told you that. uh, I don't. Everybody else, when I do it, it's just like they just push. They just get a cue or whatever, and then, um, hmm. I tell you what. Don't even just stop. Stop. I'm gonna stay here, but then you. There we go. There she is. There we go. There we go. Technology. All right, let's do this over. Hold up. Hold up. Listen. No, 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 no. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Listen. Welcome to the Struggle to Strength podcast with your host, Pastor Tony Lee. Listen, it's so funny, y'all, because I just gave this lady a great introduction and I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again, but she's here now. She is here now. Listen, I met this young lady a couple years ago. I thank God for her. She's been a very, very influential light in I say our, me and my wife's life for the last couple years. And I just thank God for her. Thank God for her testimony. Thank God for her realness. And she is my sister. I thank God because she's here today. And y'all know anything from the Struggle to Strength podcast, we're going to bring you some positivity, some purpose, some people that will bless your life. And I certainly thank God she is here today, none other than the evangelist, the preacher, all of it. She's an author. We're going to talk about all of that. She's a prayer warrior. She's all of that. She's an entrepreneur and then some. I need y'all to put some hearts, some likes, some all of that in the chat right now. If you're listening on Thrive Family Radio, share this with somebody. It is none other than my sister, Miss Maxine Henry. Come on, man. What's going on, young lady? How are you? It's Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. All is well. We thank God for you. Listen, she is from the great city of Bakersfield, California. Met her. It's so crazy because God does all things well, sis, and just bringing us together through our bishop. We're gonna talk about that later, and we certainly thank God for it. Is just amazing what God has done. She has been one of the nicest people when I first started coming to Bakersfield. I didn't know nobody. I still really don't know hardly nobody, but we thank God because her family, her husband, we thank God they have been such just good people, man. Just good people. And just thank you so much for doing this. Listen, this is Maxine Henry, y'all. Maxine Henry, please tell the people who you are, where you come from. I gave you a big introduction, but you just do it. Tell them who you are. Tell them what's going on. Favorite, darling. Wow. Wow. I'm just mad. Hey, so no. I thank God. Listen, let me tell y'all something. This young lady right here. We're gonna get into it here in a minute. But what drew me to her, she's been a lot of things to us already. I'm telling you, she's helped us. She's a CFO. She's a boss in her own right. I'm telling y'all, y'all do not want to make this young lady mad. Y'all don't want to get her on your bad side. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you what I done found out in the last couple of years. You know what I'm saying? But I thank God because her realness is what has drawn me to. Hey, you maybe I'm the only one, Max, but I just can't be around phony people. I'm just, I just need some real folks around me. I'm just being honest. And I'm telling you, she is a real one, you all. And I thank God. She's gonna bless you with her testimony here in a minute. But I just wanted y'all to get to know it. So you're a resident of Bakersfield, California, am I right? Mhm. Ah, be that. Absolutely. Do your thing. Wow. Yeah, sure. Absolutely. And so, first of all, again, I just want to thank you because this platform, Max, is what we do. And what we do is just we really let people know that they can literally go from struggle to strength. So I know a little bit of your testimony. I know a little bit of some things. I'm going to let you here get into that in a minute because our whole thing is encouraging other people. I ask people when I ask them to be on this podcast, help me help people because I think that especially in this day and time with so much negativity, with everything going on in social media and what's happening, we have to show people that no, there are people that have been there, done that, been through the struggle, and watch this, came out with their hands up and are still claiming the victory. And I thank God, because we're going to get to that in a minute, because you got a book. You got a book that we're going to talk about. It's entitled You Shall Overcome. Yeah, listen, and if you're looking at an overcomer, and but let's start from the beginning. Let's start from the beginning, because your family upbringing. Mr. Max, how you have brothers and sisters, or you have siblings? How was your upbringing, as far as even not just God, but just period? Was it, because this is a family oriented station, and so I like dealing with that family aspect. Did you have a big family, small family? How was that for you? Yes, yes, absolutely. Wow. Yeah. The bishop, the Bishop Vernon Larkin. Absolutely. Mm. Yeah, we used to see that on TV. No, 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 absolutely. Sure. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Sure. Yeah. Sure. All the way hot, all the way hot, all the way turned up. Listen, let me tell y'all something real quick. You go to Bakersfield, you go see somebody on the front row every time you go to Greatest Harvest Christian Center. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, she got your back on everything. I thank God for her, man. She take the fright, the scaredness all away from you. You got her rocking with you. She on fire for God. And so I said, the preacher pusher. Listen, I'm telling you, listen, if you ever attend great where the great Bishop Bernard Kemp is the pastor, attend Greater Harvest Christian Center in Bakersfield. I'm telling you, you're gonna see it right there. She gonna push, she gonna get everything out of you. You're gonna be like, Lord have mercy. That lady on the front row got everything out of me. I'm telling you, but I thank God. The reason I asked that question, Max, was because I always ask people about their family, because again, I want people to understand that are listening to this wherever they are, because sometimes people think that they have to come from a certain pedigree. They think to be something in God, they think, oh, my testimony is I've grown up. That's all I know is church. But I tell people all the time that that doesn't make me any more special. That doesn't make me any more whatever, because God can use who He wants to, when He wants to, how He wants to. And so that's the reason I asked that question. And I thank God for your transparency in sharing that, saying, that it wasn't always church, but God has your relationship, thank God, has grown. And I just honor that. Listen, as we keep talking, because I'm going to ask you this question, and we're going to go to a break here in a minute. But as I've already told you, she has a book, you shall overcome. You got to get, man, I'm telling you, it is a victorious testimony of her life. And we're going to talk a little bit about that here because I want her to share that. But you talked about some things. I sent her some informational things, and one of the big things that came out when I was reading about you was about forgiveness. And so we're going to dive into that as we go because I know, and you probably do as well, that is probably a big hindrance to people moving into their destiny, to people moving into their purpose, into what God has called them to do. So here's what we're going to do. Listen, if you're just tuning in, I have the one and only, I call her the evangelist, the prophetess. She is my big sister. She is all of that. She's the boss lady. She is Miss Maxine Henry from the city of Bakersfield, California. And we're going to get into some things with her book, her life story. You don't want to miss it. So whatever you do, don't leave now. You got to tune in because share this with somebody. It is about to get great. Listen, we'll be right back to the Struggle to Strength podcast with your boy, Pastor Tony Lee and evangelist Maxine Henry. We'll be right back after these commercial announcements. Be back. You're doing good. You're doing good. You're doing good. You're doing good. We're live on YouTube. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you. All of YouTube. Bless y'all. Bless y'all. She is awesome. All right. And we're gonna go right back into this forgiving aspect. All right. And how that started, where it started, where the struggle that we're gonna talk about, describing the struggle and things of that sort. Okay. And we're gonna go from there. Welcome, 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 welcome back. Welcome back to the Struggle to Strength podcast. Again, I am Pastor Tony Lee, and we thank you so much for joining. If you haven't done it already, we need you right now to subscribe, to like, to share. Share this with somebody. I believe you not only you're going to be blessed, but you're about to be a blessing to somebody else, especially after you hear this powerful testimony from this young lady. If you are just joining us, I am with my sister, the author, the evangelist, the prophetess, the preacher pusher. That's her new name, the preacher pusher. Hallelujah. Evangelist Maxine Henry from the city of Bakersfield, California. Listen, Elder, I'm going to call you Elder. She's all of that. Evangelist, I want you to let's dig in here to something that we were talking about right before we went to break. You talked about forgiveness. You told us about your back history a little bit. You talked about forgiveness. And one of the questions that I ask people all the time is, because this is called Struggle to Strength, what was your struggle or what has been your struggle? So however you want to do it, let's talk about your struggle, which you said, I believe, is forgiving and how you would think about things sometimes as unforgivable. Can you describe that and help us, with that, or and basically explain the meaning of that and what you mean about that forgiveness piece? Yes, amen. Wow. Mm, wow. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Yes. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's good. Yeah. Wow. Whoa, 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 whoa. Say that, say that again. Say that again. Mm-hmm. Wow. Mm. Yeah. Good. Good. Yeah. And I was just getting ready to say, see, this is why you got to get the book. You got to get the book. We're gonna share all of that. But first of all, you're helping people, so I thank you. I thank you for your honesty. I thank you for your transparency. Again, this platform is about sharing. Because people go through. When I'm finding out one thing, and I know this for a fact, Sister Mac, you can never look at people through the lens of your life. And what I mean by that is sometimes we have a tendency to look and say, well, you should be able to get over that based off of, but you don't know what people have gone through. You don't know what people are going through right now. So I want to first of all, again, I want to thank you for your transparency. I thank God for your honesty. This is just a tidbit, as she just said, of what's in her book, because the realness and the authenticity, I believe, is what's going to deliver people in this day and time. So getting back to you said the blood was for him too. Let me ask this: at what point that was the that it sounded like that was the turning point? That was the switch, if you allow. When did, if you allow me to help somebody, when did that happen? Was there prayer behind? I mean, was there going to church behind that? Had you already? When did that happen? Did that click? For you, where it's like, okay, I got to come to this realization that this is holding me back and hindering me, and the blood is for him as well. Mm, mm-hmm, mm, mm. Wow. Mm. This right off the no, no. Go ahead. I'm enjoying. Wow. Hmm. Wow. Hmm. Wow. Mm. Wow. No, that's real. Mm. Mhm. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Wow. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. 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 Hmm. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Mm. Wow. Yes. Wow. Yeah. Wow. You got you got about it, but you got to get no. And so again, once again, thank you for your honesty and transparency. I think what that question stems from one of the things that I want people to understand, and I need you to hear what she's saying is that she's in the church, she is loving God, okay, but still battling with some things. And the reason I bring that out, evangelist, is because I don't know. Again, I say this every interview. I thank God for people like yourself. But every time I talk to people, I don't know where this myth comes from that if you know when you're in God or go to church that you don't go through anything, that you don't have things that you're facing. I don't know where that comes from. And so I think talking to people like yourself, and I say this every interview I do, I love it because I want people to understand. Listen to what she's saying. She's going to church, she's loving God. But if I'm understanding you right, you said God spoke to you. So how important is it for you now for you to have that relationship with God while you're going through this? Tell people how important is that, because if you don't have a relationship, then you're not mature enough, right, to even understand what God is saying to you at that time, right? Mhm. Wow. Yeah. That's good. Wow. Yeah. Sure. I tell them good. Help them. Yeah. Yes. Good. Good. Yeah. Wow. Yes. Hmm. Sis. No, no. Wow. Li- 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 no, no, no. You ain't got to come. Listen. Listen, if you are just tuning in, I told you all you were going to be blessed. This woman is a preacher. She's an evangelist. You can hear it all in her belly. Is no, but I'm thanking God because first of all, it's the passion that you're talking with, and so it's a real thing to you. That when you're talking about anything that is passionate to you, when you talk about anything that God has done for you personally. See, some things, Evangelist Max, you ain't gotta get have secondhand. Some things happen personally in your life, and so when it happens, that's what I'm hearing from you. And so I certainly thank God for what God is doing. Listen, we gotta take one more break here. I gotta go pay some bills, but because I got some more questions about this. Not a lot, but I thank God. I pray that somebody's getting help because again, one of the things that we like to shine and showcase on this platform are those that have been through, gone there again, been there, bought the t-shirt, but God has brought them out. And as her book says, we're gonna get to that here in a minute on our next segment. You shall overcome. Listen, you don't want to go anywhere. Stay right here. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back with more of Evangelist Maxine Henry from the city of Bakersfield, California. Stay there. Stay there. God bless you. Share this with somebody. I'm gonna please ask you to stop doing that. I'm gonna please, respectfully, please ask you to stop doing that. That's what we do, and that's who you are. So I ain't worried about none of that. That's it. That's what's gonna get people delivered. Is that transparency and that passion. So that's how it is. So coming back here. Awesome, awesome. Um, all right, we coming back. We're gonna really get into the book. We're gonna talk about how they can get it here, and then I'm gonna pretty much ask you what does strength look like for you today? Where are you at right now? Um, the healing process, all of that. You can go into all of that. You've pretty much already said it, but you can kind of go over that again, and then my last statement is going to always be I'm going to tell you to look to the camera, encourage somebody, uh, tell them how they can overcome whatever they're going through, and kind of go from there. Okay. Sounds great. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Listen, you are listening to the Struggle Strength Podcast. Again, I'm super excited that you are still here. I pray that you are being blessed. This is, again, the platform that we showcase those that have been through whatever the struggle is. Doesn't matter, but that God is yet a provider. He's yet a healer. He is yet causing us to be more than conquerors through him. And so I thank God. Listen, I see you didn't got to preach out of me. I'm supposed to be see, I'm supposed to be a host, and I feel preach coming. That's what happens when you get these preachers on. I gotta watch. See, I gotta do better. Y'all gotta. Watch when y'all get these preachers on here. We got to tell them, we got to put that in the thing. No preaching, because you're going to get the preach out of Pastor Tony. Tell you got to, we got to remember that. I am so, I am, you go pull it, the preacher pull out. I think I listen, I am messing with her. She is my sister from the big city of Bakersfield, California. Evangelist Maxine Henry, who is an author of an awesome book entitled You Shall Overcome. Right before we get into that, Elder Max, because we're going to go into that, tell them how to get there. You got to get this book. Somebody I know that you know is probably going through that they need to hear this woman's testimony. They need to hear. So I'm gonna say it because she ain't gonna say it. Because you got to get this book. You got to get her to a conference. You got to get her to a workshop. You got to get. I'm telling you, because people need to hear the story of this young lady and hear what God has done, and not just what God is doing. I've done what God is doing, and that leads me to my question now, Elder Max, Evangelist Max. After all of this, again, you got to get the book. We just gave you a little tidbit. We gave you a little appetizer. Um, but after all of this, all right, I ask people all the time, the struggle, we've heard your struggle, and what now, what does strength look like to you? Where's Evangelist Max now? And tell people how you even got there, the mentality, or where are you at right now with this? Go ahead, you fine. Wow. Good. 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 Yeah. Good. Yeah. Wow. Good. Sure. Wow. That listen, I pray that somebody heard that and lets it resonate in your spirit, because the ability of the past, like you said, to really dictate futures. I don't think people deal enough with it. I oftentimes tell people, I keep saying Elder Max, Evangelist Max. I oftentimes tell people that the enemy is so tricky. He doesn't have we say he's a steal, kill, and destroy, and oftentimes we go to that destroy part. But I think we don't deal with the steal part enough. And what I mean by that is he's a thief, and if you don't be careful, he'll rob you of your future. Because he's taken things in the past and you don't even know it's gone. And so as I'm listening to you talk, I'm listening to you talk about how you didn't even know things were there until, as you said earlier, it came out. And so sometimes God will allow us. And I'm just getting excited about what you're saying. And so I just thank God. So I don't want to preach. I This ain't my interview, but I just thank God for your transparency and what you're saying. What was this shift that made you now write about it? What was the shift that made you now say, I got to put the pen to paper and put this and somebody, how what came to mind there, and how did that happen? Okay. Yeah. Wow. 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 Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Somebody need to hear that again. Stop keeping Satan's secrets. Wow, that's powerful. I'm sorry. Go ahead. That's good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Wow. Mm, mm. No, no, you're fine. Absolutely. 100%. Please. Wow. That's a whole nother show. That's a whole nother show. But go ahead. 100, 100%. 100%. Yes, sir. Ma'am. Okay. Shout out to Lady Vicky Kemp. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Wow. 100%. Wow. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You had to absolutely. 100%. Good. Good. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Good. 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 Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Watch your tone. Watch your tone there, Evangelist. Mm. Wow. Ooh, ooh, Lord have mercy. Okay. Cue up the track, cue up the track. I feel my feet is getting light. But they want to cue up the track. Lord have mercy. No, and Lord have mercy. Thank you, Lord. I'm sorry. All right, for those that don't know what's going on, if you listen to Thrive Radio, you have no idea you had to feel something right there. I'm sorry. Listen. I don't know where you're listening to this, but I pray, God Almighty, that um this has blessed your soul. She is an author, as we're talking about it right now, of the best-selling book You Shall Overcome. It is on Amazon. Um, you have to listen. If you know somebody, even I think, and sometimes we minimize this to just people that have been through this struggle. I think I don't want to say that. I think, of course, this will help those that have been through this, maybe this particular path, or have been down a similar path as Dr. Max. But I'm saying I think it's a victorious testimony, period. I don't think, even if you have not been down this path, or even if God didn't take you down this particular road, um, I think you have to get this book, share it with somebody that needs to know that they are an overcomer. Um, I said Amazon. Where else is it located? I know you can go to her. We're going to have all of her Instagram handles, all of her YouTube handles, all of her everything is going to be underneath here. So you can get with her. I'm telling you, I'm saying she ain't gonna say it, so I'm gonna say it. She might not say nothing else the rest of the time, because I'm gonna take all the rest of the time. You have to get this young lady to your conference, to your seminar, as you just said, as she just said, to your workshop, because I agree with her 100%. These are the testimonies that we need to hear. When I say we, I'm talking about the church. I'm talking about the body of Christ. We need to hear, because we are big on saying our wins, but you need to hear about some ills that happen in some people's lives, but they're here today as proof. I'm sorry, I didn't take over the interview, but she didn't got. I told you, it's these preachers. These preachers make you want to preach, and so. But I thank God. Go get this book. The links are in the bio. You have to go get it. You shall overcome. Get her at your. Let this testimony ring out. I'm gonna give her the last. I don't know where we about to go from here, because y'all heard her voice. I don't know where we about. That's why I had to get mine out right now, because I don't know where we about to go from here. Because I'm about to give her. So I'm just warning y'all right now. But I'm about to give this to her. But I do want you to support this young lady, Elder Max, Evangelist Max, Dr. Max, Prophetess Max. I want to say thank you before you leave. I want you to look right in that camera. I want you to, wherever God leads you right now. Somebody needs to hear your voice. You've already given us part of your testimony, but there's somebody right now that's listening to this that's struggling with whatever. There's somebody right now that's going, maybe that's down the same road as you. I don't know. But I want you to look right in that camera, however God gives to you in these last 3 to 5 minutes. Please encourage them and let them know that they can overcome as well. Mm. Yeah. Absolutely. Good. Mhm. 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 I am full right now. For those that need to know, this is none other than the author, the evangelist, the preacher, pusher, the all of that wrapped in one. And not only that, she is a sister. She is somebody that you really you want to get at your convention, you want to get at your workshop that will bless your house. I'm telling you that from experience. I'm telling you as a pastor now that I know what the capabilities of this young woman is. I salute you, woman of God. I thank God for you. I thank God for the place of power that God has brought you to, that you sit in right now. And we declare that whatever your hand shall touch, God is getting ready to prosper. Listen, I thank God for you. Tell your husband we said, hey, we thank God for the family. They are just family now, and we just love y'all, man. And so once again, if you don't have the book, go right now. The links are in the bio, the links are in the description. You have to go support. This is what we do. We support one another. This is the platform for pushing and supporting one another. And I'm telling you, I'm listening. Y'all looking at me? Are y'all hearing me today? You won't be disappointed. I'm telling you, this is a great woman of God. Hey, Max, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your transparency. Man, I pray somebody is blessed. I know somebody gonna be blessed from this. Listen, this is the Struggle to Strength podcast. I need y'all to like it, share it, subscribe to it, share this with somebody. I know somebody will be blessed. The blessings of the Lord be upon you. Favor over the people, favor over the people, favor over the people. God bless y'all. Peace.
The recording has stopped.
Look at you. Look at man. I'm loving it. YouTube, if y'all still there, if y'all want her YouTube page, y'all bet man, this girl is out of sight. She is dynamite, man. I thank God for you.